Well, it looks like I have the best opportunity to beat everyone to the punch. Excellent. So Transformers Last Night has recently been released onto the big screen. And it's safe to say at this point that this film is a huge disappointment because I was hoping that they'll do more out of this. However, there's something rather interesting that has gained quite a lot of attention recently. And minor spoilers ahead, as this could possibly lead up to the future of Transformers or maybe not. Because at one point in the film we actually do get to see the head of Starscream. And not only that, characters actually do get to interact with his head. One of them being Hound when they first discover his head, and another being Megatron as he refers to Starscream as his treacherous friend. Now with something like this, people would often assume that this is nothing more but an Easter egg. However, I feel like that there is more to this. Because ideally, if it was to be an Easter egg, then it would just been nothing more but a throwaway thing. But what's interesting is the fact that they actually alluded to Starscream's head twice. And it's also been made evident that Starscream has appeared throughout history. And also what garnered people's attention is the fact that in Dark of the Moon, Starscream did clearly die in a pretty brutal death. And his body, much like his head, was clearly fucked up. But when you get to see his head in The Last Night, despite the fact that his head is severed, he has next to no scars at all. Which actually does beg the question on what is actually going on. Now if you go back to previous incarnations of Starscream, whether it be G1, Prime or even animated, Starscream does have a lot of clone bodies at his disposal. And what's even more interesting is that his spark is actually indestructible, meaning that Starscream in most incarnations is an immortal. And if this is truly the case in the movies, then this could explain the inconsistencies with his head between Dark of the Moon and The Last Night. And if this is the case, then this could possibly hint towards Starscream's return. Now as to how Starscream does have a lot of clone bodies at his disposal in the first place is all up in the air. But if this is to be correct, then that could mean that Starscream could be floating around so that he could plot his new plans. And like I mentioned, in most incarnations, Starscream has always cheated death one way or another. Whether he's possessing another cloned body or whether he's possessing another Transformer. And seeing as how many Transformers cheat death most times out of 10 in this universe anyway, this doesn't seem like that far of a stretch. And if he does come back, then I hope that they don't waste this character again and try and get his characteristics right this time. Because every time they introduce or reintroduce a Transformer, they are often wasted. And I don't want Starscream to have this same fate. So do you think Starscream will make his return in the Transformers film series, and would you be excited for his return? Comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Take care and have a good one.